Brawl decks, Throne of Eldraine. It's me, MCRad. EmceeRad. You can find me on Twitch, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on TikTok. I also have a link tree to all inside all my social networks. The link for my social networks is all for Linktree, where all my stuff is linked. So, yeah, we're going to get into it today. I'm going to open this booster pack first, and then we'll open the cool, everything awesome, and then I'll kind of tell you some more stuff about what I'm going to do. So this is exciting. Another Throne of Eldraine pack, which is always awesome. Throne of Eldraine has been my... So Dominaria used to be my favorite. And it's because it had so much cool stuff, and so many legendaries, and everything of that nature. And now... oh, there we go. Throne of Eldraine is getting that kind of honor. So, very excited. Let's see what's in here. There's a Wishful Merfolk. So that's pretty cool. Just throwing some trash away. And done. So starting out with a Wishful Merfolk. Zoom me back in. Okay. And then we have 7 dwarves. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. 7 doors gets +1/+1 for every, or for other, 7 doors gets +1/+1 for each other creature named 7 dwarves you control. A deck can have up to 7 called 7 dwarves. I got Outflank. I got Opt. I got Rosethorn Halberd. Knight of the Keep. It's another knight for my knight deck, except it does nothing, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Unexplained Vision. Bake into a Pie. I love that art. That was one of the ones that were shown early on. Signpost Scarecrow. Overwhelmed Apprentice. When Overwhelmed Apprentice enters the battlefield, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of their library into the graveyard, then you scry 2. I got a Maraleaf Pixie, which is a fairy. It's got flying and add green or blue. I've got Righteousness, which is target blocking creature gets +7/+7 until end of turn. So excited for that. Saw some early stuff I shouldn't have seen yet. I got my Rare Mythic, which is Outlaw's Merriment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose 1 at random. Create a red and white creature token with these characteristics. A 3/1 human warrior with trample and haste. A 2/1 human cleric with lifelink and haste. Or a 1/2 human rogue with haste, and when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. So that's a really cool rare mythic. I've got Oakhame Adversary as a foil uncommon. This spell costs 2 less to cast if an opponent controls a green permanent. It's got Death Touch. Whenever Oakhame Adversary deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that was exciting for me. I got Island, and I got a little mouse. It looks like the one from Rat Race. Not Rat Race, Mousetrap. So that's really cool. I'm excited with these cards. And that's the other thing. I've been pulling some really cool cards from here, from this set. Now we're going to go into a Brawl deck. But I don't play Brawl, because I don't like to play where, you know, this deck's going to be worthless in a year because it's going out of, you know, whatever. There's going to be 4 or 5 new decks, and this will be gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into, I mean, with these, I'm going to be updating this deck to a commander deck. So I'm going to put that on video too. But I'm just going to open this and show you what's in it in case you do play Brawl. Okay. Let's go ahead and ski up this guy. Excuse the tearing nature of it all. I don't really care about this box so much as the other stuff that's in it. Holy smacks, they make it so you need to tear it. Come on out. There we go. So we got some different things in here. I got a booklet, Brawl Rules and References. Players start at 30 life in multiplayer Brawl games and 25 in a one-on-one. Each player may take up to 1 free mulligan to 7 cards. If your commander gets countered or would leave the battlefield for any reason, you may choose to put it back in the command zone. And you may cast your commander from the command zone as though it were in your hand if you pay an additional 2 for each time you've cast it from the command zone. So pretty basic commander rules, but they wanted to do some Brawl stuff. There's a nice little booklet. I'm not going to post that right now, but maybe I'll post that on social media or something. I got, okay, so that card wasn't bent or messed up at all, so that's awesome. Oh, and I got a pretty little brawl box, which as soon as I get cards, sleeves for this, for my 100 cards, it's not going to fit anymore. So this is the Alela or Alila Artful Provocateur. She's a white, blue, black. Super awesome. Okay. Just trying to kill some shadow over here, but it's not working so hot. Anyway, so that's that. That's the commander. She's a mythic rare. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Come on out. There's some cards. There's a life counter. There's a separator. And then there's a box that just kind of separates everything. That box is going in the trash for me because I don't need it. The separator can go back in here. The life counter goes all the way up to 20. And on the other side, it's got all the way up to 40. So this can even be useful for commander. So, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Bing, bang, boom. That's pretty cool. That's a smart idea. I really like that method. I've been using yesterday, actually, which was Sunday for me. Sunday the 6th, I think. 5th? 6th? 6th. I used this guy, which I got from Mana Loot. I know they've got a little bit of craziness going on in their lives right now, but I still think they're kind of neat, Mana Loot, and hope they come back and make a comeback, but we will see on that one. So let's open this up, and I know there's a deck list for it, but I know I also like to see the cards being opened by someone. Hopefully you guys like that as well, because I'm going to do that. Sorry, I'm just throwing away garbage. So we start off with a Mace of the Valiant. It's equipment, artifact. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Mace of the Valiant, and has vigilance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a charge counter. So you're going to get a few charge counters. We've got a Shimmer Dragon, which is also a rare. It's got flying. As long as you control 4 or more artifacts, Shimmer Dragon has hexproof. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control, draw a card. So the reason I got this deck, by the way, is because I played this one in Brawl when they had the free weekend for it, and I loved it. So I'm sharing it with you guys now. I got Workshop Elders. Artifact creatures you control have flying. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target non-creature artifact you control become a 0/0 artifact creature. If you do, put 4 +1/+1 counters on it. I got Banish into Fable. When you cast this spell from your hand, copy it if you control an artifact. Then copy it if you control an enchantment. You may choose new targets for the copies. Return target non-land permanent to owner's hand. You create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Might put that into my night deck instead, because I have a night deck, and take some of this out so it's more of a fairy deck, but that's actually a really cool card. Well, my night deck's white and black, so we'll see. Smothering Tithe. I pulled this card. I actually have this card, and I already owned it before. Safara's Skyblade. I have this one as well, I believe, so that's cool. It says you may pay planes and tap 4 untapped creatures you control with flying rather than pay the spell's mana cost. It's got flying and lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying have indestructible. I got Massacre Girl. Hers is neat. So this is a cool board wipe. This will be really cool for this because it creates a bunch of tokens. It's got Menace. When Massacre Girl enters the battlefield, each other creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets -1/-1. So it's a board wipe. Just kills everything with a 1/1. And it really doesn't stop anything with indestructible and things of that nature. So that's awesome. It's got Kaya's Wrath in this deck. Destroy all creatures. You gain life equal to the number of creatures you controlled that were destroyed this way. I've got Bag of Holding. Very excited for this one. Whenever you discard... Actually, I have 2 of these now, so that's awesome too. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. For 2 and tap, you draw a card, then discard a card. For 4 and tap, sacrifice Bag of Holding. Return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hands. Temple of Silence is a land. All that glitters. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control, which is a lot. I got a fairy, got a construct, got Frogify, got Witching Well, got Shine Chaser. It says Flying Vigilant Shine Chaser gets +1/+1 as long as you control an artifact. Shine Chaser gets +1/+1 as long as you control an enchantment. This deck has lots of enchantments and lots of artifacts, and I'm going to put more in it for my commander deck. Maybe even some that I didn't have before, and I might take some out depending on what happens. When Arcanist Owl enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or enchantment card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library at a random order. I got Golden Egg. I got Arcane Signet, which everyone will have all these cards. Arcane Signet's pretty cool. It's the one everybody's been wanting. I dig it. This is an enchantment whenever called Angelic Exaltation. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures I control. I got another artifact, got another enchantment, got another enchantment. Oh, so I already put I wanted Prison Realm in there, and it's already in there. So, guess I will take that on a big stack of cards. Chemister's Insight, Winged Words, another artifact, Blood-Soaked Altar, Lawmage's Binding. That's actually probably going to leave this deck, because I've got a few different things. I've got Mortify. That's a cool one. I like the art on this one. Empyrean Eagle. It's flying. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Heraldic Banner. That's just a cool card to have. Shambling Suit. Scrabbling Claws. Guild Globe. Mana Geode. And then I got some land. Land. And that's it. So that's going to be all the things that are in this deck. The benefit, like I said, is that the commander is awesome. Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. So artifacts and enchantments are going in here hugely. This is going to make an amazing commander deck for me, and I'm very excited for that. I'm also going to put that on camera, like I said, so tune in very soon for the updated version of this deck for Commander. Other than that, have a lovely time. You take care of each other. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling. But that's it for now. Have a good one, everybody, and thanks for watching.